Good morning, cultists. Welcome back to another Unbalanced Breakfast with Cthulhu. So last episode in Tyranny, we left off having defeated Graven Ash, and he gave us some sage advice on how to settle down, you know, how to take out a mortgage and all that stuff. So he's being all grandfatherly and whatnot to us, I think. And but just loaded up the game, and apparently we're being attacked by someone. This Crescent Runner. Kind of weird. I don't know why he just kind of like appeared out of nowhere, but...
Pay attention, kids.
Oh well.
You might learn something.
More people to kill, I guess, right? And that's always a good thing.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
Why are we using the spear? It's weird. Do I, in fact... Yes, I do. I do have the shield equipped. Okay. And I believe I chose to use the final scream because the Dauntless doesn't give as much damage. It is better at recovery, but otherwise that's kind of it, I think. Also, the Resolute gives me, what's it? Oh, dazing. Whereas the final scream gives me reverberating, which does extra damage, random damage at that. But we need to also upgrade our stats here. Let's put point into might, I guess. I don't know. What else we got? We need to put a point into one of these. Let's go with... I'm thinking something that's a passive here. So I'm thinking 2 arms, so that we get damage, or sorry, defensive bonus every time we use thrust. And you all know how much I like the thrust, so. You have another thing? Oh, that thing. Okay, cool. There's a lot of stuff in here. I'm not exactly sure what most of them do, and a lot of them do seem to require a lot of lore, which Lantry doesn't have a ton of. And he's kind of our only real magic user. Besides Siren, who I guess is technically a magic user. Kind of. Birds needs a talent? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Why didn't you tell me that? Wait. After a kill, Bird strikes twice. And when an enemy strikes, she gains a passive dodge, a bonus to dodge and parry until combat ends. Okay, I see. Alright, then let's go with something that's more defensive for versus... Well, actually... Evasive? Lightning reflexes? Oh. Oh, that's cool. So she'll... What's it? She'll catch a projectile and throw it back at the enemy. That's pretty cool. I gotta say, Verse. You're my kind of gal. My kind of murderous, psychopathic killer gal, I guess. Let's get the hell out of here. Where do we need to go? We need to go see Bled and Mark. Oh, first need to talk. Fatebinder. I never thought that anyone could get the jump on the voice of Narat. He outlasted most of his enemies and ate the others. He was a great, bottomless thing. I just assumed that he would be around forever. And now he's dead. It's hard to believe, really. I'm happy. But he also gave me this life, this name. I hated him, but he was incredible, an artist. What I'm trying to say here is that I'm impressed. You've exceeded my low expectations. Do you think the Voices is really dead? If we're being honest with each other, I have my doubts. The Voices could scheme 1,000 steps ahead of anyone. I can only imagine that he had something planned for his death, some contingency. It could be so complex that we might never recognize it if we saw it. It might not even happen in our lifetimes, if we're lucky. Okay, well I have questions for you. We'll talk again later. No questions for you. Can we rest in this place? Probably not, right? Not like the... Oh wait, we can! Fantastic. So let's take a little nappy boo before we continue on our journey. Because I hope we don't fight Bled and Mark, but if we have to, then I'd rather be fully rested than ready to punch his face. Although it was really cool that I headbutted him. That was pretty awesome. I guess we're going to Ashfield again, because that's just kind of where he hangs out, it seems. Cool. And I actually just realized why this place is called the Tiers. It's because the lands are in different tiers. So, Stalwart, I think, is the lowest. It's like close to sea level, it seems. And then there's this land. Not Vendrian's Well. Contested lands? I don't know. This land. And then there's this land, which is higher up than the middle land. And I guess that's why they call it the Tiers. Because they're on different tiers of height. Whoa! Hello there! Voices of Narat. How dare you? You're looking in on my shit. Tuna's always looking down. Oh, Graven Ash as well. All these people. Almost all dead. Except for Tunon. What do you gotta say to me? A shadow steps towards you. The edges take form and substance, a familiar arrival. But rather than greeting you, the Archon slowly circles you, examining you with a discerning eye. Finally, he nods and stops before you, offering you one of his signature blades.
Think you've earned me as your blade? I can see that you've defeated the Archons of War and Secrets. No easy feat. But are you ready to stand against the Adjudicator, the Overlord?
Do I take the dagger? Do I refuse it? I'll pick the last option. I need to know if you will bow down to me, or if I need to settle this with violence.
Eventually, one of us has to bow or break to the other. You should know by now that rulership isn't my style. I have no desire to win this little pissing match or collect your fealty. At the same time, when you pester me with questions like that, the idea of serving you becomes more and more irritating.
He flicks the edge of his blade back and forth, catching it in the light.
I don't know. Maybe I should be the one to lead.
I don't know if it would be a good idea to confront him even more, so I guess I'll take the dagger. With a soft hiss, wispy tendrils unfurl from the curved blade. They bite at you, swiftly slicing a sharp mark as the dagger dissolves into the palm of your hand.
You know what we need to do next.
Blooding Mark bows, dark arms sweeping wide like the shadows around him. His voice fades with his semblance as he seeps once more into the pitch of nothingness.
You'll next see me with the Adjudicator. Be ready to wield your blade.
I'd rather not kill Tunon if I can avoid it. Yeah, sure, I've gained the loyalty, but if I can have Tunon work for me,
I got it.
Wouldn't that be better? Rather than having, you know, to kill him on all that shit. Actually, I'm gonna go to the mountain spire and rest up there, because I think I'll get an extra bonus from resting at the mountain spire. And while I'm there, I might as well stock up on all my, my goods, so to speak. Goods? My items? I don't know. You know what I mean, I think. Lone Fang. Oh, these are the merchants that I hired. What? Oh, you're asking me to take shit. Okay, cool. Sure, I'll take all that crap. Swordbreaker. Oh, you're a trainer. Never mind. I don't need your services. Get out of my face. Kenrick? Oh, you've got nothing as well. How useful. Oh, wait, she said something? You see a bronze-clad woman in meticulously maintained attire. The leather buckles in her chest piece show fresh oil, and the scales in her armor have been neatly arranged. She gives a quick bow as you approach, Fatebinder. And because we have wrath with the Vendrian guard, her expression is neutral, and her tone one of forced cordiality. I'm ready to serve as required. Though the apex of old is no more, I'm ready to help you find its new place in the tiers. Should you need any instruction in matters of combat, I will assist. So she's just a trainer. Okay, cool. I don't think I really need to know her backstory. Corpse Eye. I'm assuming he's... Wait, you can talk to him? Why would I need to talk to him? Is that necessary? Kind of don't want to? Is that an option for me? Yeah, I'd rather not talk to him if I don't have to. Thank you very much. Anything good here? Let's talk armor. Anything good? You ain't got nothing, son. Don't pest me with this shit. I will, however, sell you a whole bunch of this shit. Fantastic. There you go. Some crap for you. Hope you like it. And we have... Oh, yeah, we have way too much of this crap. Let's sell most of it. We'll sell duplicates, in any case. For sure. And that's... item type. Let's go with sell value. High to low. High to low. Do I need iron war maces? No, I don't. Definitely not. Not when I got better shit with which to crack some skulls. Fantastic. Alright, well, oh, I guess, yeah, we have to rest, don't we? Right, that's why we came here. Oops. Sure, rest. And I wonder if my other spires have stuff that's waiting for me. So I guess I'll check them out before I go to this big, what I can only assume is a big fight. Ocean Spire? Yes. Go there. Fantastic. Give me more loading screens. I can't get enough of them. Because who doesn't love loading screens, right? Everyone loves them? Hopefully? I don't know. Sage Garrus. What do you have? What do you got? You got stuff? Fantastic. Who the hell are you? Oh, you're another trainer. Fantastic. Good job. I don't need your services. You're only here to basically make it so that I can upgrade shit, I guess. I don't know. Research something, please. What do you got? What are all these things? I guess this will give me edicts? Really? Sure, I guess. Research edicts? No, I have to wait? How does that work? Do I just have to, like, sleep or something? There's an infirmary over there. I don't know if that's gonna really matter. Here we've got the training grounds. Not that big of a deal. Let's go to the forge. Maybe you got more shit that we can make. Hopefully. What do you got, Sonny? What do you got? Ah, nice. Extra materials. Can't get enough. I guess we'll make some shit? No, we're not gonna make some shit. We're gonna try to improve some shit. No, wait. We are gonna make some shit. What can we make? The Deathbringer. Scythe of Years. Damages all enemies in a cone, ignoring their armor. All helpful effects removed? Holy crap. I gotta say, that's pretty powerful. Can I compare this with what I have, or are we just gonna... Okay, so DPS is 3.23. Recovery is 1.25. Armor range is 1.25 as well. What do we got? DPS is 6.67. So maybe not? Get the feeling that what I have is almost infinitely better? By like 1,000-fold? I don't know. I don't think we necessarily need more stuff here. Although, this iron-locked gauntlets, it does sound pretty handy, but it's not Bane-touched, which gives me control Gravelight. Ah. What is this? Armor 2.5, recovery 0.3. Apologize if this makes for really dull stuff. Armor 2.2, cover. It's not as great, but then again, I do like this whole being immune to being disarmed stuff. So I'll get it made. Why don't I get it made? Sure. That way I don't have to worry about being disarmed in the middle of battle and standing there, just basically holding my dick. What do we got? Where's our new thingy? When did I get this? It's a heavy armor, isn't it? Is it? Oh no, it's not heavy armor. It's a sword, you dumb nuts.
I'll just hold on to this.
Yeah, really? Is that what you're gonna do? Good for you, buddy. Good for you. Where's your iron-locked gauntlets or whatever? Or are they still making it? Either. No. They haven't made it yet. I'm assuming. Where is it? Locked iron gauntlets. I know what it looks like. Unless it's a trinket. No, it can't be. You son of a bitch. Seriously, am I just not seeing it? Or did I already, no, I didn't already equip it. Like, what the hell? Oh, they're busy forging it. It's actually gonna take some time. Never mind. I've been stupid. Let's go to the bastard city. Tunon's court, fantastic. 2 days. Holy crap. Another stupidly long journey. Why couldn't they have gone from the Sunset Spire? Seems like that's a shorter route. I don't understand. I don't get. Face Tunon's judgment. Do I really want to? Oh, this scares me. Quick save. Wait, what is this? This is an outrage. We demand to be heard. This decree is not subject to deliberation. The officers will escort you all out. Well, well, well. Here we are, Tunon. What do you say, buddy?
Fatebinder, thank you for answering my summons. This could very well be the defining hour of the conquest.
Well, I guess we'll bow to Tunon.
I first want to make it clear why we've assembled today. After the collapse of Vendrian's Well and the start of the Civil War, it became clear to me that there must have been some great fault on the part of the Archons. We come together to root out the source of our troubles and determine which of the Archons has sowed more chaos during the war.
I can point to the culprit and spare us the discussion. Bloodmulch aims the tip of a crude dagger at your heart. This is the scum who brought down the voices. I hope it isn't your intention to arm yourself before a court of peaceful legal representatives, Commander. Unless to offer amusement as Bled and Mark flays you for our delight. Callio offers an encouraging smile. He squints at Callio and slowly returns his weapon to its sheath. Tunon turns to aim what you can only assume is a stern look. He refocuses back onto you with a cool stoicism.
Much has happened since I dispatched you on that mission.
Graven Ash and the voices of Narat, the appointed generals of this war, are both dead. You were instructed to bringing justice to the unlawful, but you have clearly taken the law into your own hands. Tunon hovers in thoughtful, accusatory silence. Let's see. Do I say that I didn't have a choice? No, I feel like Tunon wouldn't respect that. Voices was a madman? He didn't deserve a trial. He's gonna say, let's just say I didn't have a choice. The court has no time for your lies. That is, with your approval, mighty Tunon. Bloodmulch quietly backs down. We were stronger together than you could ever know, and you have taken ash from us. Oh, it's a woman. We were stronger than you could ever know, and you have taken ash from us. I won't leave this court until your head is mounted on our standard and presented before the general's funerary rites. Arbitronus nods to Tunon.
The court has a serious problem to address. Your conduct throughout this campaign has come into question, and you will answer for your actions.
Okay. What are you suggesting, Tunon? You have made quite a name for yourself, Fatebinder. Stories of your deeds have spread through the tiers, and all of them have reached this court. Some actions have consequences. We will see what your actions have wrought.
The court has its own charges to present, and invites you to answer for yourself.
Am I on trial, Your Honor?
Yes, and I would ready yourself to form a defense, because your testimony could augur your doom.
Okay.
The trial begins now. I recommend that you treat these moments with deserving gravity, as they might be your last. Don't attempt to lie or evade answers. I will judge you in the objective eyes of our Overlord. Is that understood?
Okay, yes, Your Honor.
At least your civility remains intact. You are on trial for transgressing on the Overlord's authority, breaking the laws of the Empire, bringing mayhem to an otherwise orderly conquest, and meddling in concerns that fell beyond your station. Our directive to bring Kyros' peace to the tiers has suffered, and you will answer for the part you played.
If you don't mind, Educator, we are on familiar terms with the Fatebinder here. Should any inconsistencies require our input, we will add our voices as testimony. She nods to Rogalus and then turns to you with an unreadable expression.
The court has inquiries into your conduct.
You already said that.
I first call your travel companions to speak on your behalf as witnesses to your character or accomplices to your crimes. Who will speak on behalf of the Fatebinder? Siren, Archon of Song. Give us your full report.
Thankfully, I think we garnered a lot of loyalty with our teammates.
Of course, Your Honor. Your respect for a fellow Archon is duly noted. I thank you for asking me to add my input in this very delicate matter. I will endeavor to speak honestly and stick to the heart of the matter. After a lifetime of being degraded and humiliated for the amusement of others, the Fatebinder took an injured young woman and treated her as an equal. His behavior is beyond reproach. There is no equal in my eyes.
Will anyone else speak on the Fatebinder's behalf?
Well, thank you, Siren.
Scarlet Fury, you who sacrificed your old life for this one, step forward.
Me? As if the likes of me has any business speaking in a grand hall before the Archon. Why, I've murdered enough folk to stack their bodies up to the podium 10 times over. Your Honor.
Such a verse thing to say.
The Fatebinder and I get along like a couple of cats. We scratch here and there, but there's respect to be had. Sometimes I think we agree on too much, but can't fight everyone. I suppose I've had worse bosses, and I suppose I've had better friends. But this one's something special. I've killed for him, and I'll do it again.
Will anyone else speak on the Fatebinder's behalf?
Come on, Lantry.
Let the aged chronicler step forward.
If it may please the court, I will speak true. I have had the honor and privilege of shadowing the Archon. A dream come true for someone so eager to witness history in the unfolding. I can say, with conviction, I am following greatness.
Oh, thank you, Lantry. and if required, I could produce my travel log to back my claims. I have noted the good with the bad, and I think you'll find the Archon has been a force of order and balance. Exactly what you should want from a Fatebinder. I've killed more people than I should have, but okay, cool. Thanks, Lantry.
Will anyone else speak on the Fatebinder's behalf?
That's it. That's all the companions that I have. Come on, man. Evidently not. The time has come for the Fatebinder to offer his testimony. You were tasked with bringing order to the conquest of the Tiers, and yet you ignored your directive from the Archons. Do you hold the conquest itself in contempt, or did none of the ruling factions convince you of their worth? Though Tunon maintains a stoic exterior, something about the incline of his head speaks of rage, restraint, and perhaps more importantly, curiosity. Let's use our lore here. Supporting Archons who have already proved themselves lacking would have been a waste of progress. I recognize a better way to unify the Tiers. You make a better argument that I would have credited. If the Archons performed beneath their capacity, then I can understand why you sought a different route. You entered the Old Walls, a clear violation of Kyros' law. How do you answer for this perversion of justice? Do you think yourself above the law? The transgression was necessary to complete my tasks. The law stood in the path of justice. The circumstances you describe have no precedent, but I trust your reasoning. Agents of my court are not immune to the law, but your position was an impossible one. Lethian's Crossing is under my protection, and yet you stole the Magebane Helm. Without the arcane protection that are commissioned from the Forgebound, the city is laid before the Bane like an offering. Why did you steal it? To be fair, a Fatebinder is tasked with using the tools at their disposal to resolve vital problems, and the Magebane is nothing if not a tool. Perhaps the Denya would have been better served crafting a statue, but I will allow the defendant to explain. I couldn't allow the Bane to impede my efforts to restore order. The helmet will be returned. You speak with reason rather than greed. I don't know why I trust this testimony, but I sense no falsehood. Very well.
I have one final question, Fatebinder. You were brought to this campaign to adjudicate the disagreements between the two armies. After your arrival, matters quickly escalated into a civil war. Did you knowingly join the conquest of the Tiers to sow discord in your wake, or were you merely a victim of circumstance?
Let's try to maintain what we've done so far, which is to not piss off Tunon. I wasn't here to sow discord, but I feel like number 2 would be a good thing. But actually, let's just say I joined this conquest for the glory of Kyros, but I'm less certain that the Archons did for the same reason.
It's possible, even likely, that the Archons traveled south with their own agendas. I make no secret of the fact that the more worthy of the two would have inherited the Tiers to rule as their domain under Kyros, and ambition got the better of them both. They were expected to conduct themselves in a professional manner, as were you.
Man, this guy reminds me of one of my old bosses. Holy crap. Conduct aside, the fact that the Archon's corruption is an assumed fact speaks to the success of this Fatebinder's mission. I don't know about the rest of you. He glances toward the other Fatebinders, but I find that mildly encouraging.
I am finished with my line of questioning. Have you any closing remarks for the court?
I can attack him. I challenge you to a trial by combat. Prepare yourself, Archon. It's really funny. Let's see. I think I'm gonna say number 3. I think I want to say that, hey, I should be the one ruling. Kyros' peace is a lie. The Overlord holds dominion because we are ignorant to alternatives. The better Overlord stands before you, ready to define justice as he sees fit.
Were it anyone else standing in your place, I would condemn them as a traitor. I cannot deny that you have challenged many of the beliefs I once held to be unshakable.
Oh, damn! How much favor do we actually have with Tunon? Whoa, almost a tier 4.
After weighing the charges, this court finds you...
Bled and Mark. Silently, Bled and Mark seeps from the shadows. He glides forward, palming 2 black daggers as his eyes dart between you and Tunon.
Adjudicator, kid.
He greets the both of you with a curt nod before stating his claim. Allow this blade to cut to the point. I have an objection, or 2. He twirls both daggers, fingers moving deftly in and out of shadow, the movement nearly hypnotic and wholly blurred, and all the while his brightly burning eyes bore into Tunon's impassive white mask. On the verdict you're planning to announce, sure, it's the easiest way to get rid of the kid, but even I have to question the morality of this ploy, and that's saying something. He smiles, baring his flat white teeth, but it's not a friendly gesture. You're going to execute the kid to satisfy Kyros' decree. Knowing the kid, no. Archon's done no more wrong than any other? That was a weirdly phrased sentence. Be careful, Archon of Shadows, for you are in danger of overstepping your station. Dark tendrils flare from beneath Tunon's cloak, a silent warning. I'm always careful. You are the one in danger, about to commit an injustice in your own court. The kid didn't cause the war between the Archons, and he damn well didn't make it worse. You know he was caught in an immoral situation. He smiles sours as if the admission leaves a bitter taste on his tongue. And so you didn't play by the rules. But that's what the rules are for, if not to... But what are the rules for if not to satisfy Kyros? Which the kid has done. You claim to be an empty vessel of the law, but I know you, Educator. You're only planning to find the kid guilty because you're afraid of losing her favor. Just remain silent. Do not speak of our overlord in such a manner before others. Do not sully Kyros with your petty ambition and desires. Your testimony has been heard, Court Blade. Interrupt further, and I'll find you in contempt. The Archon bends forward in a stately bow, glancing one last time to you before he steps aside to await Tunon's decision. Charnel, after weighing the charges and with careful consideration of Bled and Mark's testimony, the court concedes to judge you
innocent. Against all reason or expectation, I find you innocent. Your testimony was sufficient to justify your deeds, your self-appointed authority, and your undermining of Kyros' law. I can hardly believe it myself.
Tunon raises a trembling hand to his mask. Educator, are you unwell? Rogulis takes a cautious step. Leave him. I want to see how this plays out. Callio leans forward with interest.
Archon, your presentation in the court today has shaken many of my core beliefs. Things I held sacred under Kyros' law are now uncertain.
He looks at his gavel with a sense of bewilderment.
I once thought that Kyros was the sole overlord. The notion of rising to her echelon of power and influence wasn't a concept that existed for me, for anyone. You have proven her wrong. What's more, you understand justice and law better than she ever did. Better than even...
Upon his mask, the corners of his eyes crinkle as if in agony.
I am willing to accept you as my new sovereign, if you'll have me.
Oh, nice! Even Tunon will bend knee. I can attack him though. I have no desire for a simpering errand boy. Prepare yourself. No. I'd say I accept. Together we will rewrite the law and lay the groundwork for a new empire.
My gavel and my justice are yours. I will execute your laws as you draft them, show mercy as you see fit, and bring to ruin all who would reject you.
Yes.
Lester, if you'll join me upstairs, I will pledge fealty to you in the lawful manner.
Yes. Whoa, this isn't anything raunchy, is it? Fantastic. Well, I think that was quite an epic proceeding of events. But let's leave it off here and come back again in the next episode for the acceptance of Tunon's fealty. So yeah, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.